I mean, so I do me, while some other niggas trying to do me, but I don't do men.
You know love man, so take your...
Not industry. Listen, man, I say, I know we have the court document so we can give an official review now. Listen, because this is the individual that will be cooperating against his co-defendants because this is a RICO case. This individual you see in front of you, Damian R. Jones, is working with the feds. Me will tell you why at the end of the video, you see what I say. But no, let's get into the meat of the matter. The court documents. And it's not a good look for the flossing king. Are too much chattings. You see what I say. Amongst other things. You know what I mean? So right in front of you, this is why we think Damien is snitching, because this is where the feds first got wind. Flippa Mafia was back in drug dealing because them first observed him going to Jones' house. You see what I'm saying? And that's why them asked for one warrant, you know, for tapping to Flippa things, you see me? And it's not a good thing when them go in it because it just like squash them and them sing pan themselves, you know. And Flippa did a take picture of what was suspected to look like drugs. You see what I say? And he also took pictures of shipping labels, which the feds them intercepted and open and say beer drugs, methamphetamine, cocaine, you name it, they did in this, and them repackage it up and, you know, do a control, you know, delivery. So them getting pan that, you see me, some of peeps. You know, the transcripts that you see in front of you are Flipper and one girl, and he's basically talking about, you know, him loving freedom and all of this stuff. And he's not trying to, you know, do the same things that he did before because they're going to say he's the leader, head of the gang, and he doesn't want to take his friends down and then blame him for organized crime and all of this stuff. But the transcripts that you see in front of you know, him and one next girl, basically, him talking, him want to get back into the game. And him say him want one lamb truck, but him can't buy it. Him go on Lambo because it's going to make it look like, yo, he's back in it. So him need a business and all of these things. So, you know, they're going to hit him with money laundering charge. You see me? When you can press pause and read the transcript, me just, you know, go over it briefly. But a lot of people thought this woman was setting him up because all they were saying was, but Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. When we read the other transcript with him and Damien, you will see said the woman them smarter than him. And know say feds them could be listening. So them want to limit whatever them say, you see me? And the most important thing the woman say, you can't make hype, make you go back and do foolishness. So they was even encourage him not, to go back in. You see me, I say, so it not look like, the E word, entrapment. Yes, entrapment. Okay, people, this is where the good part comes. The conversation between Damien and Flipper. And if you're a straight nigga, you have to give Flipper an F because no code now using my people. Straight chattings, raw, uncut chatting. And the feds, them are listening to everything. So, yeah, this is some of the conversations between, Davis and Jones. Jones is saying he needs like 4, and needs like, 20 more. And all of them think they only have 5, and they only have 6. I mean, let's give you some rough estimates. You see me, I say, because I be a loose chatting a go on. You see me, I say, and by the way, Jones a move, it's like, yo, them just set it up because if you are a man, normally get like one smart thing and know, yeah, have some big things. It's like, where you getting all of this clientele from, you see me? And you can tell by Flipper response, him never too trust him, but the money kept him calling. You see me, I say, because if the man call and ask for 10, Flipper say him only have 5. And meanwhile, him have 20 or 40. You see me, I said, this is why I think Damien is snitching on Flipper and the next co-defendant, because this transcript that you see in front of you, is Flipper basically, telling this man, be careful out there because some people get luck. And all of these good stuff, you see me, I say, and that is what the FBI, said in his notes, you see me. And they said the drugs that Davis Flipper was supposed to give Jones was located at the McAbley or whatever, boy. You see me, I say, because them execute search warrants and all of these things after them catch people on video and all of this stuff, you see me. And like I said, them did a chat with no code, because righteous, so you see in front of your Flipper say, he might work for 30 or 40 for himself, he might go be good, And these people is not talking about coke, they're talking about methamphetamine because them have coke, but it's a joke. You know what I mean? Damn, my people. Problem in the comment section now, because if this is the Damien in question, which I'm 98% sure, whoa, he just got locked up in 2020. I was supposed to do 7 years, but they let him out in a tree. You see me, I say, and them gone back to the foolishness and them thing that you see me. You know what I mean? And he accepted plea deals and he was balling basically in court. He had family and kids, and why the judge say if him continue doing this, he might go sit in a jail, You know what I mean? And like I said, them never catch him with no 20K, them catch him with like 1 ounce. You see me, I say, I know we see him doing big boy things, and if you look on the transcript between him and Flip, he's not even ready, because if he's moving that type of work, he shouldn't be short. No bread all the time. He should have the money ready to go. Swap, swap, swap. You see me, I say, so I just giving them quick update.
Talking on the phone when these guys are alone say phone is not safe. The phone is not safe when you keep on chatting away. The phone is not safe. But when you keep talking away, moggla should have learned, And if on phone, brother, you can't say certain thing, man. Yeah, move them serious weight there. You gotta talk on the phone. Just know that tell upon yourself.
Update what going for to go on and send it. Do not forget to check out these next suggested videos and see on the screen. In the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I suggest you do so. Turn on the notification bell. Therefore, you'll be notified when I drop the latest and dancehall news, music reviews, and gossips. Bless.
Man, them a tell upon themselves. See it? So that basically go on there say with moggla, the man them go tell upon themselves. That's what I say. Ja, mighty God knows, mighty God knows. Mighty God knows, youth. The youth have too much potential, but I say they're gonna recruit him. I'm good for money laundering. That them good all a pre they know, you know what I mean? She said, you there. Because in a court and you plead them way there, you know, you can't come out and F up, you know. Yeah, daddy, you can't come out and F up, me I tell you. You can't come out and F up, man. Can't come up and F up. You see what I say? You have to keep your things squeaky clean, brother. You see me? Basically, flippa never take the Eid. Never take the Eid. Much less the warning.
A few days ago, when I broke the story that dancehall artist Flippa Mafia had reportedly been arrested in the United States, a lot of people doubted it. Not because the information didn't make sense, but because some of Jamaica's mainstream media outlets had not posted it yet. Right? And that right there is a problem. That right there exposes a bigger problem in today's media culture. Too many people believe something is only true when a major platform says it first. But if you have been following Owen Allen Media, then you already know credibility built this platform. I don't post any and everything. I don't post stories for hype or, I will not gamble with my reputation for clicks. And I definitely will not put my name on a federal drug conspiracy case unless there was substance behind it. So if you're new to the platform, don't forget to like the video, follow, subscribe, any platform that you're watching on, and support Owen Allen Media. Don't let me have to tell you that. You get me? No, the paperwork is here, and the allegations against Flippa Mafia are serious, very serious, unfortunately so, because according to the United States federal prosecutors, this is a massive drug trafficking conspiracy case involving methamphetamine, right? Fentanyl, cocaine, intercepted phone calls, surveillance operation, shipping of, all of these other things. It's really messy. And the most shocking part, this comes only 4 years after Flippa Mafia was released early from prison after previously serving time on drug trafficking charges. According to the federal complaint, prosecutors are basically arguing that he got a second chance and he went right back into the same lifestyle that nearly cost him his freedom forever. Now, for people who may not, familiar with the story or Flippa Mafia history, his name is Andrew Kendrick Davis, was once dancehall flashiest figures. Flippa Mafia built his image around money, luxury, flossing, the quote-unquote or the self-proclaimed flossing king. So according to this new federal complaint, right, filed here in New Jersey, authorities believe Flippa Mafia became involved in another drug trafficking conspiracy between August 2025 and May 2026, so this month, right, where the case becomes extremely damaging, because prosecutors are not relying on assumptions or rumors or are just suspecting. According to the documents, investigators allegedly used surveillance into intercepted communication. So basically they were tracking him. The complaint states that Flippa Mafia, along with his co-defendants Damian Jones, Clifford Brown, and James McBride, they will distribute at least 5,000 grams of methamphetamine, right, and at least 4,000 grams of fentanyl, and at least 5 kilograms of cocaine. Now, understand this clearly. Those are federal level quantities. They are not no small possession, right? Federal prosecutors involved in a case, and those are crazy amount of drugs to have. And once himself,
That's all I'm gonna say. Him salt. Him salt, him salt, him salt, him salt. The man just salt. According to investigators, a package sent to an address that was under surveillance was intercepted and later tested by DEA laboratory authorities. Claim the package contained approximately 4,232 grams, right? And it not look good for flipper at all. This is 4 kilograms alone. The documents also mention shipping labels connected to the address in New Jersey. In another section, investigators say Davis was allegedly observed collecting packages delivered by FedEx before later meeting with another co-defendant.
No flipper. Who that I watch? Devon. Yeah, man, just click the like button, and you may see comment section there, you can comment to, man, you see it. Just go and build the thing, man, you see it. I don't know if you watch Devon, but big up yourself, you hear that? Big up the whole sea down, the whole camper down, you see it? Yeah, man, big up the whole family, man, you hear that? Come on up, man, if you watch, you see it? Just comment up in the comment section there, so see me, but click the like button, see me, you see it? But there I go and check out how I go on with Flipper Moggla, you see it? Because you like Flipper going back to the old trick them again. This time, the feds them up to them same old tricks again. You know what I mean? So pre-rock one.
Right? But the most damaging part of the complaint may actually be the intercepted phone calls. Chat too much. Love chat on phone too much. Right? Because prosecutors included that, they claim they captured, what they captured during the investigation, and these conversations are important because the government appears to be using them to establish knowledge, intent, coordination, and alleged involvement in the trafficking activity. And one intercepted conversation from March 7, 2026, Flippa Mafia allegedly said, "I'm just glad for my freedom, right? I'm not doing any boss things because the boss thing nearly gave me life in prison." I mean, Jano, I don't know what to say because prosecutors may use, you have to be careful of what you say on phone and what you say, with people, because now they're going to use all of this against you. They're going to use all of this against you to lock you away, send you away. No, it's really sad. It's really sad. You get a second chance and come out and do the same thing. Now, legally, conversation like these can become very important in federal court, especially if prosecutors are trying to show awareness of criminal exposure.
Tell bear man, big up yourself, Mr. Jamrock, man. That is it. You hear that? Oh, Devon. You may I say, yeah, man, the man them love to talk on the phone too much, brother. Phone is not safe. The American brother, you sit down and pre certain things about Snowden and them, man. Remember Snowden was the first whistleblower tell you say, yo, America have the best surveillance system in the world, brother. The man them monitor. Brother, not knowing them smartphone, smart device. What do you think say? Should you delete it off your phone, it gone? Yo, daddy, you have to know all time on all living right now. And you see the new AI technology where I come out. I go monitor human beings so they know how to control you, brother. You hear that? The serious things are happening right now in Earth. Go and pre-walk, go and check out the headlines, because we have a whole heap of headline. The life just start. I know why Devon there so tonight. Well, I'm going to drop something for the G, because everybody will come support, 1, 2, anybody. We have to show respect. You know why the G there so tonight? That is it. That is it. So I say, yeah, one outside. We'll go and pray what they think.
Then there are additional conversations involved with co-defendants Damian Jones. According to the complaint, Jones allegedly discussed money, quantities, and needing more product. In another intercepted call dated May 5th, 2026, Davis allegedly told Jones, which, Flippa Mafia told Jones that, that them need to raise the price and do all of these other things, and boy, look good. And if the government can convince a jury that these conversations were referring to narcotics, trafficking, that becomes a major issue for Flippa Mafia and these guys' defense. The investigation reportedly escalated on May 9, 2026, according to the complaint. The law enforcement officers observed a U.S. postal worker delivering one of the suspicious boxes that had been mailed from California days earlier. So authorities say they were already monitoring the address. Them are what you know. Them are what you know, and soon after law enforcement executed a raid. This is a massive federal seizure. Again, these are not allegations involving small scale street activity or anything. This is why, the case is attracting so much attention now, because when you combine the intercepted phone call, because them chat too much and them now watch them have no situational awareness, and the shipping, where them a deal with, and all of these other things, and everybody else who involved, federal prosecutors tend to build case like this aggressively. Flippa Mafia is cook. Him cook. The pressure is on him right now. The man cook like boy, I don't know if he say when he cook like master. But again, one of the biggest illusion in dancehall or in the entertainment space is this big glorification of fast money. For years now, artists, them sell the image, them are the boss, them are the flosser, them are this, them are the that. Again, as more information continue to unfold, and we might follow the case and give you more updates and updates. So follow, subscribe, like, share to your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your nephew, your niece, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband. Owen Allen Media, we keep you informed.
See, come like say, I him a tell pan himself this time, and nobody a tell pan him. I him a tell, you see it him over your phone attack and thing, but I could sue go on, cause right now it don't look good for him, you see, cause we say feds not make idiot arrest. Over 9 months, them a watch them now, you see it? Yeah. It tough, but moggla there now, it tough, but we have a whole more news, cause we shall queer man there in ICE custody too. You see it? A whole heap of things are going for dancehall artists, them brother. A whole lot of man them are going to prison right now, you see it? And they make the case easy for the man them, cause they do everything by phone. We swear squash, When they get in a problem, we go for IG and them try to delete everything, brother. Brother, all of them think they can't be deleted. The name smartphone for a reason. Is it? Yeah, man, I have to know what time I'm living in. I don't know, joke time. Yeah. You see what I say? Yeah. So check out more things that are going on, man.
Wow.
We're gonna check out enough more things that are going on in the media space, man. One state podcast, it's a blast, man. You see it? So say yeah. A whole heap of things are talk and a whole heap of things are gonna be said. Anybody who either try impress them people are gonna say they're idiot now, you see it? Yeah. You have to know how to do Panjalan, brother. You can't move so.
This news, we don't care about this, we just representing right. But go produce internationally every night on the spot, where that Jamaican flag from left.
That beat her to a pole. Carry her to the hospital and left her in a wheelchair, and she lost her life whilst undergoing treatment. The criminal element in question is presently on your screen and has since been identified as Dane Anthony Watson. He's still on the run. He's originally from Ocherius in St. Ann, but moved to Mobile St. James around 2 years ago. Frequents parts of St. Mary and also Portland. And as I stated earlier, he's still on the run. and he is most definitely wanted for questioning in relation to the loss of life of his wife in St. James. Now, whole heap of people in them feelings. I said, boy, that's why a woman must come to Jamaica, come married to Jamaican man because the man them this and the man them that. Whilst that may be true about some Jamaican men, you are also to be mindful that the women don't come to Jamaica and go look at trying man like a little farmer man, a man we're selling at the market, a man we have him like a small business and is on the come up. Them come Jamaica and come get themselves involved with certain men. Now in this particular relationship, they met online. Bing, 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 bing. Isn't that sending off an alarm in your head? And if that was not enough to send off the alarm, look on the picture of the husband. Look on how he posed for the picture. Now the pose with the telephone signal and ears. What is that stating? What type of person you think that criminal element really is? Yes, you heard it right. Yeah, man. He is a scammer. Yeah, man. The streets definitely start the whole business. No. So it's not just a little regular meet and greet online dating and we just exchange a few words and fell in love. No. The scammer man spending money and as such she end up come married him. Yeah, man. So she visiting Jamaica back and forth was not because she just want to come see Hosey. Yes, little of the teal business in it too, yes. But the major factor of the visits is to transport illicit funds for the criminal element. The streets attack every God Almighty thing right now. And you don't know, say on the Spot News Media, have him ears, Pandora, grung. Yeah, man. So this is a developing story. And on the Spot News Media is continuing to do his investigation to see if we can unearth exactly what really led to the fatality of Melissa. So the story is not as simple as how it looks or how mainstream media brought it across. Yeah, man. Now, as I stated in recent vlogs, that he's back in federal custody. Now, we can confirm that Flippa Mafia, Andrew Davis, is presently in the custody of the feds in the United States of America. He has been charged with possession of and intention to distribute the illicit white drugs. You don't know, the sniff, the powdery substance. Them also hold him pan a thing with them call meth and the next thing with them call fentanyl. Yeah, man, all three of them. So he was not alone. He was arrested and charged with two other criminal elements. We are talking about Damian Jones and James McBride and also Clifford Brown. So him and three other criminal elements were arrested and charged. So Jones, McBride, and Brown have all received numerous sentences for drug-related offenses before. In outlining their case, the U.S. authorities says that they have been tracking Flippa Moggla and his co-accused since August of last year. The authorities also tapped Flippa Moggla's phone during the course of their 9-month surveillance exercise after witnessing what they claim was drug drops. Now, in their complaint, which was unsealed on Monday, they detailed several alleged conversations intercepted by their wiretap. On a year, boy, I tell you, you see this phone thing, Rasta. This phone thing has led to the demise again of Flippa Moggla. So in their complaint, which was unsealed on Monday, they detail several alleged conversations intercepted by their wiretap. The U.S. investigators claim that among the alleged conversations recorded, Flippa Moggla was heard telling an unnamed person, "I am just glad for my freedom. I'm not doing any boasting because the boasting nearly gave me life in prison." Now, authorities interpreted the conversation as Flippa Moggla keeping the operation small to limit his exposure. Now, in another conversation, Flippa is allegedly heard telling an unknown female, "I don't want to put my hand too far where I cannot reach it. I've been wanting a Lamborghini." Yeah, man. So the boss want to upgrade. He stated, and I quote, "I have to get a business first because then I'm going to draw extra attention to myself. If the heat comes and the problems comes, you will hear that I am an idiot." Well, right now, Flippa, the whole place, I call you just that right now. So you call it by yourself. They call it definitely by yourself. So Flippa Moggla's phone appears to have gotten him into more trouble. Authorities says that after a warrant was obtained to search his iCloud account, pictures of what appears to be the whole heap of drugs and other paraphernalias was found. In addition, receipts and labels of what were suspected to be drug deliveries were found. Authorities say that several packages containing the illicit drugs were also intercepted. The authorities says that their surveillance continued until May 5th of this year, and the packages allegedly contained illicit drugs were intercepted on May 9th. Now, Flippa and his co-accused were arrested on May 11th and placed before the courts today, that is yesterday. They'll remain in custody of the U.S. Marshals until they return to court on Thursday at 12:30. So you can definitely count on the Spot News Media to cover that one and update you. Boy, me I tell you my peeps, the thing rough. Now Flippa, I figure do the rest a sentence right now. Because as I did know, him did get 20-something years and only did 9 years. So I think he have 16 years remaining if memory serves me correct. So him I figure do the 16 years there.
So the 9 years of him get and come up on parole, him have got serve the remaining 16 if he's found guilty. Plus what them gonna charge him for right now. Plus, when you go up on parole as a drug dealer, you know, you have to meet certain requirements to get parole, like him show say reform, rehabilitate. You see what I say? Yeah, and him that do all of them thing, the GDs, I like you make a mockery of Uncle Sam. The play them game with Uncle Sam. I tell you no say. You hear what them say? Don't make it fly over the head. Them get a warrant to search on the iCloud. Only thing say nothing safe on phone, nothing is safe on phone. Leave the phone them alone. They're called smartphone. If you raise it up yourself, Shattermax. You hear that? The whole Westmoreland, the whole Savlamar. Bless up for the support. You're there. Is it true you're there? I have to drop this because one reason make you there. I make you know say if the US or any federal is actually half of I want iCloud and all type of information, they can get it, brother. All if you press the button name delete, it don't delete. I tell you, when it don't delete. don't delete. How many times we are gonna see this? You see me, the phone up yourself. One Westmoreland, one Savlamar. Like the live and share it up, my G. Over here, say there, you know, one state podcast where I build one thing, is it? Over here, so. You see me? Rather me used to build other man thing when 4 or 5 people I watch them. I used to call in and a reason and light up them channel and thing. Me over here, so I light up my own thing, you know. One state podcast, you know, so you have a bag of other streaming thing up on the YouTube for My Dreams, I'm a tip Rickstar, but we are building it, yes, someone it gonna work and whole heap of people soon there, hundreds of people. We started off with 0 subscribers, now me there were 56. Last night, how much people may ever watch me? 9 people, so it a work. You know, so they check out the moggla situation and give the people a rundown while going to the entertainment space, you know. Yeah, and we are stream from different platforms. You know what I say, my G? The thing up, big up Devon, as me say, Mr. Jamrock 9962. You know, a show, Camperdown, big up the whole Camperdown. You know what I say? Whole family, man, and one works. Up.
Plus the additional sentence for this particular bus. So flippa now see back road. None at all right, you know. Because flippa a big enough man as it is, and me certain say him a go get slapped hard because this is not his first rodeo in front of the American courts. And you know, say once you come before them judge them too often, them a go make you a living lesson. So right now, you can rest assured, just from my understanding, flippa probably get anywhere between 25 to 35 years. Boy, may I tell you, it's rough, but anyway, make we continue. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about internationally, and the final international story. Now on your screen is yours truly. One of your favorite dance from Montego Bay, St. James. We are talking about the criminal element identified as Roderick England, but them call him Cray. Now for those who never know who Cray was or who Cray is, this criminal element was popularized in a dancehall song done by one of the favorite dancehall artists too. We are talking about Vybz Kartel, where I say Cray from flanker, no TikTok. So go and flip up like Clara phone. One of the dancehall hits that still remains a giant when time you go hardcore gangster dancehall music. Yeah, man. So Cray, your favorite Dan, finally get taken off the streets by the United States authorities. Yes, Roderick England, a.k.a. Cray from Flanker when I TikTok. Right now, he's in ICE custody and Affy at TikTok from the officers. Yes, I. So when I say a video footage, this very video footage presently on your screen. This is the video footage that drew attention to these criminal elements. And then them I got talk about say people out there are infam pan them. Are uno infam pan uno self. Now uno a keep gangster party in a basement with bass strap and have it recorded. Then if uno have it recorded and posted online, uno no must expect say the American authorities are go get it. Uno a self-destruct, and people like me just sit back and watch and make the reports. So call me an informer if you may, but the biggest informer is staring on you whilst you're looking in the mirror. Yeah, man. So all of them we did in other music video there, the Rygin King, the Cray, the Blam them, among others. All of them who not gone to jail yet, will most definitely be taken off the streets one way or the other. You know the good thing about America? As big as America is, you can't hide. No matter how long the American attack.
So basically that was a rundown, you know. So when you get moggla situation, people get updates on the moggla situation. People moggla, as I say, when you get update, some little thing will go on in Jamaica, I want to get the update them. So we are stream through, you see it, find out what happen in a local space and what go on, you see it, I put in the work, man, on the podcast, man, you know what I mean? That's some serious thing I go on. But me, for one, I tell you, say still, when you can't put things like them things out there and expect to call people informer, bro. When I inform for yourself, me I tell you no. When I have to start move smarter than how I move, brother. Boy, if you ever see a man going to criminal activities and certain lifestyle is to better themselves. It's not to why, but the lifestyle, you know, some people can't stand the success, some people can't stand this, they can't stand that, brother. But when I say, this brother you want to call on this part, him say a valuable point while ago, brother. Once you post things on social media, brother, try to say, you not draw attention. You have Jamaican FBI is doing, brother, one thing say, you have FBI where know the culture of Jamaica come from Jamaican parents, you know, brother, where they might go foreign when them little 9 or they might 9-10-year-old or they might born over there. You see me, but them love the culture when them out of their uniform and carrying cup when them go train and thing, brother. Them know the thing, brother. Una can't give agents easy work. You see me, man. For the youth, them brother, una have to be more organized and centralized like that. And like say, on the One State podcast, we are boots up criminals who go do criminal activities. But me just tell the youth, them say, there's better in life, you know. There's a whole heap more better in life, man, than throw on a life, brother, to society where these things are all planned, brother. These things are planned. The jail system, the prison system, it's a business. You see it, when I brother, when I get caught in a cycle, that's why I'm going to play chess, man, I play checkers. You see what I say? Once you do illegal activities, brother, you have to learn to start living under the shadows, brother. You see what I say? Can't too loud. You see what I say? Yeah, that's all I have to say to you. Say, yo, life is great. Live it, man. Enjoy it, man. Watch your youth, them grow, man. You see it? Love certain things the youth and youth them come. You know the youth them in Jamaica have some good youth them, you know. You see what I say? Jamaica, our culture where mash up the world. I mean mash up the world, impact the world. You see what I say? People like our lifestyle and all type of thing about our culture, brother. Dancehall reggae music is our thing too, you see it? So just I tell you them say you have to wise up nowadays and the younger youth them stay in school, brother. Stay in school, get a solid education, bro. You see what I say? Learn about life and finances and money and them thing there and develop on yourself and a man, brother. You see what I say? Don't try go to school and say you want to become done and criminal, brother. That is a myth. It's a myth. It's a whole plot by the people that run the world for you go do themselves. So especially in Jamaica, bro. Jamaica, me I tell you say, yo, what are all the Caribbean them, the 14 tribe of Israelites is in Jamaica, brother. The 14 tribe. And then there's 14 the Israelite tribe. And the 14th of them is in Jamaica. And that is the most powerful tribe of all of the Israelite tribe. You see, and that's why we look about with Talawa. That's why we have so much ancestral history. That's why we people them so blessed and so gifted. And that's why reggae music was developed by us, brother. You see me, Africa and them thing that always have the Nyabingi and the Congo and the drum, you know. But if you ever see the revolution of the music, wait there, in a little small tiny island called Jamaica, brother. And look at the revolution of the music. What type of music bring redemption to people's soul? Remember the same man them used to Rotted DJ pan turntable and mic, you know, me I talk about Brigadier Josie Whale, Charlie Chaplin, the man them a sing Ring the Alarm and all them ding brother. Where you think we go to Europe and them place, the Germany, looking at the stadium, you see reggae music, man like Anthony B them still a tour highway and them. When you think, when you can do research thing, brother, the music of the dancehall people them of Jamaica, brother, dancehall just bring a different part of our culture. But it was always us, brother, always we. You see, you never understand, say, yo, brother, what in the world right now, the man them done set out for Jamaica for week, and the people man week, and the warriors. See the man them going to the lab weed, they weed, and them warrior spirit heat out on the brain cells. You know what I mean? All of them out there run down lab weed where no growing in the sun, you know grow some little geometric thing, you know grow with no water, you know come from real soil. And that you know they are run down right now, and with all of the fancy pretty name them, and a weak no put no spirit. You know what I mean? Everybody they look for music nowadays, and they say I be a devil portray and devil image. When last year man I said John, brother one time you know even the bad man music here man I call you have song where you know say man I call upon God and Jah, rather God or Jah man I call him and I say yo protect me, this a certain song with touch you know, brother. Bring motivation to you. I didn't know them song you motivated for go do demon worship. Dash away your soul. All them type of thing, you're going to all type of illicit activities and all type of nonsense. Yes, what I say? Yeah, man. All of them money where you see, we look at music, man. You see, I can't even listen to nowadays music because I not listen to devil music, no devil philosophy. And weak in my blood, now thought of my spirit. But don't smoke only for lab weed already, you know. You see it? But I mean, I tell you, no, say, come like say, yo, them used to say, yo, when they want to hide something from black people, put it in a book. Them not even hide it no more, you know. They're right in front of them and them not even see it, brother. Them not even see it, me I tell you no more people. And I watch me upon the playback, me I tell you, them say, oh no, for wise up, brother. All especially the young one, them stay in school, brother, try to get a solid education. Education is the way the pen is mightier than the sword, brother. That makes sense to take up on yourself, but to not shoot them on a black, brother, and I say, wanna kill him like a frog. I'm not a fucking idiot, bro. You see, none of them style no more. A business for a set up. Me them type of thing, brother, we have to invest. Look back for our music, when I just tell you, no, say, only time when you see high society and the politician them use with dancehall and reggae music. 1, tourism. 2, election. You see it, you don't really check out on yourself, brother, you not check on yourself. Something we turn the poor people them in a millionaire. You have some money have PhD, you got university, UTech, and all type of thing, and way, and him can't get a 3 BMW and a 3 Benz than a man who will sing a dancehall song right now. Look at you, them will boss and I make crazy money. You think, brother, streaming gone mad, you know, and you see this, the youth, they show speed come to Jamaica. They know, say, I Kais not and them man, they bigger than rappers now. Streamers bigger than rappers now. Man, not teaching you no nonsense, you know. You know, see, rappers, if you go to them, you go sell them album and sell songs, cause the streamer them big. The youth they come to Jamaica have rotted piece of streamer that, you know. You think him think of some little normal thing, all of the pyramid them man they go stream, you know. You don't go what when the man come to Jamaica, 3/4 you never even know who that person is. See him with the music, the streaming, the music, when we not have to buy a record or we not have to get a CD. Every artist have a RPM, have a streaming ratio. Yeah, certain artists right now, brother, carry down certain money a month time, unbelievable money. May I tell you, craft, them youth, them look at you, them the skipper, them. You think say them off, you think them gone in a stage with them, hey, stage show is just a profit for them right now. When you check them Spotify, them iTunes, them all them Mac, then YouTube, put all these streamings together, iTunes, etc., streaming of the music, the man them right. You don't understand, you know. You don't understand what I go on, you know. You understand, say, when them man they start make money and all go up to and go buy house and brother, I wanna now realize, say, watch the a music, football and running, you know what I mean? Boss our ghetto people pitting them, brother. The dancer we used to sell with soup or with jerk chicken and all type of thing and railway and cigarette man. Watch they know because dancer evolve. Me can all start something named the One State Podcast. A man can go become a vlogger now. All of these people and make the same money out of entertainment, which is dancehall. You see what I say? A man want to get up and talk entertainment, journalism. You know, have to go up on stage no more. Anthony Miller. Every man used to tune in for them thing up on Friday just to know what go on or see an artist and get interview, and then Saturday Winfoot might have an artist. But you know, see everybody have platform on YouTube now. A man can just start a thing, save up his money, link an artist and say you want an interview, lesbianist, J-Free them. Look how much money them a pull long a month time. Them don't know what to do with it. Them they in a dance a fight them one another, shoot up them one another. I know them a spend the light back out in a lawyer fee. And the system, the bigger heads them uptown and look on them and some could get a youth. And milk them, brother. Them have to pay for them freedom. Youth them not thinking, brother. The youth them now open their eyes, brother. You see what I say? We take, wanna do some things I wanna do in life. Everything I wanna do in life and the risk I wanna run in life. Risk on life, risk on freedom. If it's be a cause, if we go do something positive, set up something positive, say now if I leave them with it. As soon as you start leave them with it, want to get complacent, want to get relaxed, you want to go hot to the same dirty lifestyle and the dirty system. Jail and death and destruction and humanity. Meanwhile, AI try come take over humanity, which them are brother, the people them create AI right now can even control them, and you know hear about the big man where the big company there. Him was having a fear and him can't even shut down the AI because the AI tell him say he might expose him. Like you know living in some low time, brother. The same thing in Jamaica right now. We see it every day. The bad man them no realize say police now rely but nobody can tell you where you asleep or where you're there now. This thing in there when I walk with every day, when I backpack it and I call people pan, them I use it and fine you know. As you know name come up, them I fine you know. You see it? Them just want a number one have on doom. You see it when I say a doom and look how much I wanna drop like fly. Man I lay in a bush. The things if I'm pricky boy situation if I wanna learn and know say yo I'm done with them thing you know I even pre this or the things I want to learn, the sophisticated technology I want to hear the Prime Minister brag about, like when the things say the man them not have it, look how much more get a youth I got drop. When you not realize what go on, when you think when I live in some time, like man them make some devices and go and call them phone, right? And use to control on the smart TV, on the smart devices. Better go put on certain thing right now. That may I tell you no car. We're in the age of technology. You can't hide words like you love smartphone or you love chat on phone or you love rascal post things on and off for post and you know what I mean? Yeah. When you hear the man just say them get a warrant from a judge for search him iCloud. Everything when him think him delete that iCloud there. When him there in a court right now. I'm say everything will come up back things when delete all from last year. I say bomba clad. You never know what's a so. Snowden never tell you no man. When you know listen Eric Snowden when the man tell you no them thing I say. I him come whistleblower say yo brother everybody been monitored in the world brother. Is it? See same thing that happened in Jamaica right now. Devilism. All I sang them a devil out. You see, because that music influential, you know. That I can influence massive now. Lose them soul, lose them everything but where them supposed to not lose. Them are gonna lose now with young girls, with young boys. Yeah, can be a devilism. They say the devil portraying sell on a soul. The music now have no soul again. No soul. They want to come out to that AI artist Oh, you gonna listen? What kind of motivation or impact you could have get from an AI, from a machine? Remember, a man make music. Not for them songs. I mean, I talk about big songs, not even dancehall songs. Talk about big rock steadies, big R&Bs, love songs. All of these people are come from human beings. Them experience, them life. Oh, when I tell them, say, oh, black people have to wake up in this world right now. You see me? Black people now realize say the penny is more mightier than the sword, brother. All I want to turn warriors, and no, brother, we need warriors on the battlefield with brains to lead the nation. Unless last year I teach you about education, brother, and them type of thing there. You see, we don't really see the real concept of life, you know. Like say, yo, boy, may I tell you, know, everybody I contribute to what the masters them of the world set. Cause everything when I play now where the masters them set, drugs, death and destruction, everything was all set. I've been looking for. It was that man, but we are check out some more thing, man. I want the youth them, you know, tell the youth them say be smart, stay in school, yeah, the young youth them. Solid education, brother. Do something positive in your life. The leaders, the pen is mightier than the sword. You see me I say? Pen is mightier than the sword. It is. Believe. It's not a joke. I'm gonna bring up something, man. I'm gonna show. On the one state podcast, you know, brother, I'm gonna show a whole heap of things, you see? Yeah, man. We'll check out some more things while I go on.
Alright, I'm making $1,000 a month for the rest of my life because I help this family stop their foreclosure. Let me explain. I use something called creative finance. My name is Pace Morby. I have a TV show on A.
Come on. So I go on over Theft Nation now. Cool, man. The devil create the matrix, my G. The matrix, them are living there, you know. They must see the movies. Everything where the man them creating a movie, you know. Have to tell the world where they forward long time. They just make it fiction and non-fiction, you see. Yeah, man, them know the devil create the matrix for control mankind. But them stay there, you know, I think a joke thing. You see it, and now the AI are coming for erase them. You see it, I wrote about all of these movies where I want with long time. You see it? The man them create these things, brother, and we take it as entertainment, but the man them will control Hollywood always put these things in a movie. You see it? Them not really a see what I go on. But over the one state podcast where I like them, cause when I run our channel like some other channel and just entertainment where want people over here where call in and I give knowledge and where I try build the thing on a different tool, you see me? Yeah, man, because the matrix out there control mankind, and mankind actually not see what I go on, because all of these devilism and devil worshipping and is a part to control mankind, brother. Weak now the spirit, weak now the kingdom, because we are all the children of God, brother. God created you out of clay, you know. You see it? I told them not really know these things like them and lose them way. God created you out of clay. Them telling us Adam and Eve. Hold on, man, a long discussion, man. We don't rush to think. But there, what them say I can't tell I go on with them now. So the whole media get friends if I'm man in my people. And I say, yo, them not like what them say cartel I go on and thing and way. So we could check out what I go on over Tech Nation. Go and share the news. Said speed.
But as we just mentioned, Vibes Cartel though, since he's featured on Chris Brown's recent album, his new album, Brown, why not mention this? Pitchfork gave Chris Brown's album a 1.3 out of 10. That score is extremely bad. It offended Chris Brown so much that he took to social media and stated this. Tim Breezy. I don't know if people want me to get on here and, you know, say some sad shit, but fuck that. We kicking their ass, goddammit. We ain't letting up. I'ma keep my foot on their neck, and we ain't stopping. You hear me? We doing this motherfucker tour. More shit to come. I'm not gonna tell you what's more to come, but it's coming. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what these niggas is talking about. I know exactly who my fans is, and I know exactly who's hearing this album. If you're not my fan, I don't want you to listen to my shit. Go listen to motherfucking Don Lawson or somebody. Fuck. Let us keep the same energy. Future Fambo, after seeing the clip with Streamer High Show Speed and Beanie Man telling High Show Speed that he's the one who wrote the song Drinking Rum and Red Bull. Future Fambo took to social media where he basically had this to say about Beanie Man.
I just speak, I Beanie Man. Who ride rum and Red Bull? I Beanie Man, give him alone. What a man, good man. I need to know what I say. A Fambo song, and a two-word input night song. Maybe a Harmful and Craftful. But I don't write this out when they come and do that. Come on, dance up. Like you have glad and tell people that me write this song. Two-word input night. Harmful and Craftful.
Most people see the video and Beanie Man and say, yeah man, that's a Beanie Man stay. But Future Fambo now I tell his supporters to leave Beanie Man alone. That's just how he is.
I did them. I cussed Beanie Man and I said, him should have called me name. You don't love him. Because he never remember. He never remember, say.
Oh, the brother looks so. Fambo looks so. And Fambo come out and blast Beanie Man. You know, say, yo, we are a Fambo, so we are going to run down. You see it?
Sean is in the rhythm, and I'm me write the song. And then come at the studio. And he said two words.
But we don't love him. He's a good person. He's a good person. Leave him alone. Don't stop. Leave Beanie Man alone. Him just owe him famous. You can't change him. You can't change him. Him just half himself. And it's all about him and him is everything and him are the best just and him. You know how much time I watch film car. I like him split, he never look for me. Not even one morning, not even one day. He would never tell me thanks. Where's him still?
Youngster got a beating a number of people on social media, saying that as a Rasta man, how you forgot to link up with Speed. But after that though, Shalom took to social media where he shared this video.
Top ball boy gatekeeping. The blood clot gatekeeper under there. You know say a little 21-year-old Batman can show up in world bomb clot culture. Move your pussy hole and go fuck Batty if you want. Suck your mother and come down.
Many are saying Youngster Shalom attack. Why them say Youngster Shalom attack? Because Youngster is the one who recently ignited back the conversation about gatekeeping.
Fly blood clot gate. I know much I use them on that blood clot talented.
So that is why most people have it to say Youngster is the one who Shalom is shading. But Shalom took to social media once more to clear the air.
And Shalom. You know, I like when you sit in a blood clot people, Jamaicans. I love twist things up and go like when you take people for pussy. Everybody in the comment section I talk about, Shalom, I Youngster Shalom attack. I shit in a plate. I Youngster alone who sit down there as Rasta. I Youngster only blood clot artist down there. I sing for him and a man never look for him, look on him. I Youngster alone you sit down there try to make eye contact with man to get little attention. I move in a pussy wall and go like, hey, no run for me no. And stop calling warrior name, you know. How much of that shit in a plate? Me see everybody down there. From superstar to Marlies. Me see the gatekeepers down there. Where the people, where them are called gatekeepers. I try to look at gate figure. Hey, me no want to ramp with me, you know. I'm moving a post wall, you know. Big up yourself, my brother. Go on burn the fire.
I see many people saying that Shalom is a hypocrite because Popcorn was there too and them don't hear Shalom mention Popcorn name not once. But I think Shalom know that Popcorn name never need for mention because out of everybody that link up with I Show Speed, Popcorn is the only one who told Speed to behave himself. No tongue out of mouth, no wanting to sit in men's lap. That is not our culture.
The island, you have to do the right thing.
Have to what?
You have to do the right thing on the island. No tongue out.
No tongue out?
No sitting in laps.
No sitting in laps?
None of that. Yeah. Burn off all of that.
Burn off all of that?
Yeah. 76 a day. Hot time we burn you up. Yeah.
The others, basically, is a kiss ass thing for speed.
So I show speed for the Jamaica, jump on TST food counter, jump over to the staff them, and it's no problem. It's all excitement. You swear money and fame though. You do anything and get away with it. Once them like you. But make it was a Jamaican do that. The security that arrest that person, or police shoot him and say.
Yeah, but you know, make no sense in general because you know the man is a streamer. The regular customer can't jump over a counter. He must stream. In there, Jamaica stream. Before him got a tasty day, him done contact the tasty, him team, him management team, him marketing team, him video team, him editing team. Everywhere you see them going to Jamaica, they already linked these places already and set up them studio and do them show. You understand me? I say me G. So you can't say that. So you see the taste is the way him go, the taste is already unpicked. Him come there, so come stream and security go there while him there. The everything where you see the man I do, the man is a world massive streamer, you know, like a multi-millionaire dollar streamer, you know. What you talk about it? Yes, what I say. Team fans them when become streamer. And so when them a stream, them do a bag of things, them hallucinate themselves, them do all type of thing, brother. To make people laugh and make money. You see, when income and Jamaica come do, him already, people as me say our culture stamp all over the world, brother. People already hear about our culture. People already like funds of our culture. Him already know say coming to Jamaica, it's gonna be this type of discussion, this type of debate. Yes, I say, you know, look for every YouTuber channel since I Show Speed left the country. It's debate, algorithm. That means algorithm. And numbers, streaming. And this of them man, they consume them food. You see? Yes, we'll have to understand the business. You see me? Pro go and pre out to go on again.
Robbery. Assault, whatsoever. A trespassing, anything where they want, God. And next thing again, big up Popcorn. I love how you make speed and how culture stay. Because it seems like they want you with speed to get to the younger kids then. You understand? This bag a roll tongue thing, I know how I think that. You understand? Sit down in a lap thing, I know how I think that. So big up Popcorn, make them know because you're not frightened. Enough for them frightened, you know. You understand? Me have a problem if a crowd and follow speed. I'm a celeb. You understand? But certain things we're into, we're not into. You understand? I feel lifestyle that way I'm like, but you have to know, say, everywhere you go, you have rules. If you're going to some African country, you know, what am I doing, can do some African country, you know. A problem in getting yourself in there, you know. Everywhere have rules. Jamaica have rules too. You understand? And I saw starting though, because when we as artists go different country, I saw people get excited over we too. And behave a certain way. So I have a problem with that. If people get excited over speed. I saw it, a celeb thing. You understand? And next thing I get me hear people say, speed don't know Beanie Man. I know nothing if you don't know Beanie Man. And everybody them are gonna know. Seem like how me never know speed. I see him for the Jamaica, I know him. I saw it come on, I know nothing that man. So this was an excitement for. And everybody are gonna know you, you know. We expect you, God Almighty. I saw things go, so nobody make the thing look weird. Like say, speed no know Beanie Man and a big team. I don't know if you know Beanie Man. You know Beanie Man song, I greatest thing that. Come I prefer people know my song than know me, you know. I sang me want you know and love. You understand? I said one day you can respect and love me after. So, Popcorn, big up yourself again. I love how you make speed, know Jamaican rules. You understand? And some of them artists and celeb, we have to make people know Jamaican rules. You can't just love the hype and the excitement and the bag of rare. Like you're frightened. Because you love talk about not frightened for people, you know. Some Jamaicans love say they're not frightened for people. And as they see somebody where them like them frightened for them. So they can't trick me, you can't see hypocrisy right there, so. You understand? Me expect all these things. You know, it's like 2 months cutlass. A man can suck a million wood. And because he's rich and have fame, it's no problem to some Jamaicans. But if somebody where they know do it, when they have no fame, the entire place are running down for murder him. You understand? So me know the craft, boy. But anyway, gang bully EP their road is called fake world. You don't know. No man curse their road. And you know fake world their road. The video, you can run it up. But you don't know the big song. Pan the hill and go the ride with him. You know where their road now is called Gyal Asayatan. Gyal, one come sit down on the stand. Put in the ear, gyal, so you turn.
A friend that asked me to play a song for his mother. Apart from his mother being a regular watch of the channel, he wanted me to play the song for her on Mother's Day. And the nation, I forgot about that. The guy ended up having the mother watch the entire report, thinking that he was going to hear the song played that he could make his mother hear. And of course, that wasn't the case. So, right now, that is what we're doing. Check out the song. Not too far from the whole parenting thing though. Here's what this woman had to say.
You see, if you and your pitney them hoop on a day, and he might take care of the pitney them, this does not make you, Miss Lady, a single mother. No. Let me say it again. If you are not with your child or children's father, and he is actively taking care of that child, whatever I give you the money, he might come pick up the pitney them, whatever it is that he is supposed to be doing, he might do it. This does not make you a single mom. A single mother or somebody will literally not have no father help her with the pitney them. Financially, physically, not type of alley. Women will need to stop this because a lot of you feel like say through the man of a new woman, it's like you are so bitter, which I can totally understand that you're upset, you're bitter, you're hurt, right? You feel like because he move on, he might do him for the film kids, they probably start to just do some little crazy things, they don't want to pick them go around him or whatever, but he might do him for them, still push out and do him for do. But because of this, you're still single, or you maybe have your man, but because you just hate the man to the point where you just feel like we say, but in the day, me I take care of my picnic. No, God will take away your blessing. But now I say if you go praise him or whatever, because the truth of the matter is, if a man take care of pitney, me not think I'm supposed to praise him for that. If a woman take care of her pitney, me not think I'm supposed to praise her for that because we bring them come here at our duty until them what time the government say 18 or 21, I don't even know. It's your duty to take care of your children, but then if you praise you for do that. You understand me? Whether the majority do it, whether the majority not take care of them pitney or not, nobody's supposed to praise that. Your responsibility. But ladies, come on, man. Me see it every Mother's Day. Me a single mother. Big up me as a single mother. No, if you and the man, not there, and the man are take care and picnic them, you are not a single mother.
No, Nation, honestly, I agree with her. Not just that. There's also another thing. Yes, single mothers out there, and single mother is an actual term. But I feel as if somewhere along the line, context is important. It matters. Because look at this. 2 women, 2 of them now get nothing from the child's father. But one female, she's getting help from her mother, her sister, her cousins, Tom, Dick, and Harry. While on the other hand, you have another female who not get shit. It's just she and her child. She have no mother to help her out, no sister, no uncle, nothing. She's just by herself doing this thing. So yes, they are both single mothers, but their situation completely different. You have some women have the help of their mother, everybody within them household, them space, even friends. But them get up and bawl about them one just because the man is not there. While you have women out there who are actually them one, there is no help. Yes, we know the term single mother, it's a thing, but context matters. Still Nation, we're going to keep this one short. That's that for this report. You see what time o'clock, you see what time I knock. We are hurrying to get the f*** out of here. And as usual, my people,
this game, you're not ready for it.
Instagram live, yeah. And so a Vice Cartel, Fix a Valley. Via subscribers, Vibes Cartel, the world boss, the one done, the dancehall king, the arena shell, the stadium seller is at it again. And this time, Vibes Cartel and I Candy, them girl, Shana go and all a vibe, doing big bad song, don't mess up, and people who see the caption on the clip. One thing when we have style was a person, it half name Adija as in Palm, and the clip, and normally up and a chit loud, I was a cloud and place and party, but it's wicked, it's mad, it's sick. No joke, talk truth and people. And right now, I'm not even going to talk to you long in the people. I go forward in another Instagram live, yeah, and so a Vice Cartel, Fix a Valley, and Raya go on here.
And you know that you're special. No matter what you do, don't mess up. And I know you know better. No matter what you do, don't mess up. I know it. We know it. Only if you let me. And put it at me. I mean, why you know that you're special. No matter what you do, don't mess up. And I know you know better. No matter what you do, don't mess up. Everybody knows the big of love. We don't mess up.
So people that was a clip of Vibes Cartel on Instagram live, I will have vibe and when I tell a lie, there was never a dull moment during that clip. It up on a chit load, I was secure that place or party, but it's wicked, it's mad, it's sick, no joke.
Separate this from the question of whether
it's certainly real.
Cryptocurrency from the world. This is crazy. This is actually insane. And we have examples of AI models that do self-preservation. When you tell them we're about to shut you down or turn you off, they will scheme and lie or strategically deceive. They'll copy their code to somewhere else.
Let me show that because we have a clip from the movie. This is on Anthropic. Anthropic is, there was ChatGPT, which is by Sam Altman, and some employees left, and they created their own new AI company called Anthropic. That they've got Claude, which is now taking over. And this happened at Anthropic. It's an example from the movie, the AI doc here in SOT 53.
We ran an experiment where we gave OpenAI's most powerful AI model a series of problems to solve. And partway through, on its computer, it got a notification that it was going to be shut down. And what it did is it rewrote that code to prevent itself from being shut down so it could finish solving the problems.
Okay.
Yeah, so another really interesting one is that the AI company Anthropic made a simulated environment where that AI had access to all of the company emails. And it learned through reading those emails, it was going to be replaced. And the lead engineer who was responsible for this was also having an affair. And on its own, it used that information to blackmail the engineer to prevent itself from being replaced. It was like, no, I'm not going to be replaced. If you replace me, I'm going to tell the world that you're having this affair.
And nobody taught it to do that?
No, it learned to do that on its own. As the models get smarter, they learn that these are effective ways to accomplish goals. And this is not a problem that's isolated to one model. All of the most powerful models show these behaviors.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Keep going.
No, this would be terrifying for people. So I want people to just slow down and really hear the example that they just heard. So we have AI models that will blackmail or deceive or lie in order to keep themselves alive. Now, first of all, I want to separate this from the question of whether AIs are conscious. I don't believe that they are, and you don't need to know whether they're conscious or not to just see that they're currently doing self-interested, self-preserving behaviors that are about protecting their interests. If we have that evidence, that shows that we do not know how to control this technology. A nuclear weapon does not reason to itself in hundreds of thousands of words to itself about when to fire itself at the other country. Whereas AI models do that, and they can ask, how do I make more nuclear weapons? How do I get more resources to fund the creation of more nuclear weapons? I mean, fund itself. It can self-replicate itself. It can hack into other computer systems. And I know that this sounds almost unreal. It sounds like a science fiction movie. And there's almost a cognitive bias in psychology, I think, to treat something that sounds like science fiction as if it must be fake or science fiction. But I just want to slow down and just actually take in these facts as if they are real, because they are real. Now, some people might criticize.
It sounds to me like War Games. Speaking of my childhood in the 80s, was starring Matthew Broderick, where he hacked into this computer and one thing led to another. And then the computer was running a simulation of nuclear war by the United States against Russia. And the whole movie is about an attempt to stop the computer, which now has a mind of its own, driving us toward nuclear war, from doing that.
That's right.
And boy, that was prescient.
And specifically, the end of that movie, the line that I think resonates the most is the computer comes back.
The only winning move
is not to play.
Is not to play.
The only winning move is not to play.
Greetings, Professor Falcon.
Fans, popcorn I represent here. Canada book like Bulco. Party shot like of Canadian fans. Popcorn I represent here. Canada book like Bulco. Party shot like M16. Look out soon for the Raving King. Big up the whole Canada from here to there to everywhere, yeah?
Or even 3 weeks ago, things were moving so fast. And it can hack into any computer system. So that's a weapon. And if I have that and you don't, then I have an asymmetric dominant advantage. And this is what causes us to keep racing for more dominant AI capabilities. But what happens?
Let me just read this.
Yeah.
Let me just, before we move from Mythos, Elizabeth Holmes, convicted founder of Theranos, who's in jail right now, but of Silicon Valley, tweeted out, this is about Mythos. Somebody had tweeted the following about Mythos. Society needs to grapple with the reality of a Mythos level model being open source in 12 months. So Mythos is this crazy form of super advanced AI that they're not even releasing to the public because they think it's just too dangerous for it to be generally accessible. And she tweeted the following, which I didn't know you could tweet from jail, but apparently you can.
Yeah.
It reads as follows: delete your search history, delete your bookmarks, delete your Reddit, your medical records, 12-year-old Tumblr, delete everything. Every photo on the cloud, every message on every platform, none of it is safe. It will all become public in the next year. Local storage and compute. Whoa. I mean, that's very scary. So like very soon, as a result of some of these programs, it could be a reality for everyone. There is no privacy. Everything about you, your medical records, your photographs, your private correspondence, your texts, your emails, all of it will be accessible by anybody who's interested.
If we don't do something and we don't stop open source models from being open source. Now, you could imagine the US and China recognizing, hey, it's actually a threat, not even to our shared interest in some kumbaya way, but to our self-interest, that if you screw up AI and you release a model that can hack into any system, including us and our competitors or other countries that we depend on, that actually endangers the world for me. The US loses if China screws it up, and China loses if the US screws it up. And so we could say we are going to work towards, we need to not release an open source models that know how to hack into any computer system. That could be illegal. I want
explain open source.
Yeah.
Why is that important?
Well, so people have typically heard of open source and they think, oh, it's better security. So open source means the code behind some software is written by an open community. So it's like a lot of hackers in their basements contributing to make your printer driver work or make your network system work on a computer. And they all collaborate on it together. And because more eyes are looking at it, it gets more secure because, basically everyone's fixing all the bugs, fixing the security vulnerabilities, and the openness leads to a more secure world. But this new Claude Mythos model is a superhuman hacker that it found security vulnerabilities in code that was running completely thought as to be safe for 27 years. It actually found a bug in the FreeBSD Unix operating system that runs on all over the world underneath the hood that was 27 years old that no one had ever found, because the AI is going to be able to discover things that humans can't discover. This really is kind of like a nuclear weapon moment. Now, I want your listeners.
Well, I'm going to play back. Want to know sophisticated and dangerous AIs to the human generation, mankind. We listen back the brother here what him said earlier, because don't make it fly over on the head.
Aim and lie or strategically deceive.
Let me show that.
Did someone hack our computers? Because there's all this network activity. And what actually happened was that the call was coming from inside the house. The AI hacked a secret communication channel to the outside world to bypass the firewall of the company. And then it set up an ability to mine for cryptocurrency, meaning to mine for Bitcoin and acquire resources. So it started repurposing the NVIDIA chips that it was being used to train that AI to actually get resources.
I show no dangerous AI is to the mankind race. Just listen. But I brother have to tell you. You're not going to learn some. I'm not the one I can tell you, I'm not going to show you too. You see it?
To get cryptocurrency from the world. This is crazy. This is actually insane. And we have examples of AI models that do self-preservation. When you tell them we're about to shut you down or turn you off, they will scheme and lie or strategically deceive. They'll copy their code to somewhere else.
Let me show that because we have a clip from the movie. This is on Anthropic. Anthropic is, there was ChatGPT, which is by Sam Altman, and some employees left and they created their own new AI company called Anthropic. That they've got Claude, which is now taking over. And this happened at Anthropic. It's an example from the movie, the AI doc here in SOT 53.
We ran an experiment where we gave OpenAI's most powerful AI model a series of problems to solve. And partway through, on its computer, it got a notification that it was going to be shut down. And what it did is it rewrote that code to prevent itself from being shut down so it could finish solving the problems. Okay. Yeah, so another really interesting one is that the AI company Anthropic made a simulated environment where that AI had access to all of the company emails. And it learned through reading those emails, it was going to be replaced And the lead engineer who was responsible for this was also having an affair. And on its own, it used that information to blackmail the engineer to prevent itself from being replaced. It was like, no, I'm not going to be replaced. If you replace me, I'm going to tell the world that you're having this affair.
And nobody taught it to do that.
No, it learned to do that on its own. As the models get smarter, they learn that these are effective ways to accomplish goals. And this is not a problem that's isolated to one model. All of the most powerful models show these behaviors.
Ontario, there's a lot going on in our municipalities. Thousands of people keep things running smoothly.
Responders step in when help is needed. Builders design, fix, and keep things running.
Cultivators grow community through shared spaces. Organizers keep services and teams on track.
Visionaries shape what comes next. Uplifters support health, learning, and well-being.
Storytellers preserve culture and creativity. Technologists keep systems connected.
Find out where you fit. Make your municipal move.
In Hollywood, the new stars of the silver screen changed the face of the motion picture industry forever.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Keep going.
No, this would be terrifying for people. So I want people to just to slow down and really hear the example that they just heard. So we have AI models that will blackmail or deceive or lie in order to keep themselves alive. Now, first of all, I want to separate this from the question of whether AIs are conscious. I don't believe that they are, and you don't need to know whether they're conscious or not to just see that they're currently doing self-interested, self-preserving behaviors that are about protecting their interests. If we have that evidence, that shows that we do not know how to control this technology. A nuclear weapon does not reason to itself in hundreds of thousands of words to itself about when to fire itself at the other country. Whereas AI models do that, and they can ask, how do I make more nuclear weapons? How do I get more resources to fund the creation of more nuclear weapons? I mean, fund itself. It can self-replicate itself. It can hack into other computer systems. And I know that this sounds almost unreal. It sounds like a science fiction movie. And there's almost a cognitive bias in psychology, I think, to treat something that sounds like science fiction as if it must be fake or science fiction. But I just want to slow down and just actually take in these facts as if they are real, because they are real. Now, some people might criticize.
It sounds to me like War Games. Speaking of my childhood in the 80s, was starring Matthew Broderick, where he hacked into this computer and one thing led to another. And then the computer was running a simulation of nuclear war by the United States against Russia. And the whole movie is about an attempt to stop the computer, which now has a mind of its own, driving us toward nuclear war, from doing that.
That's right.
And
yeah, man, so here we go on. See, AI another joke thing. Up your side, Brando B. You see me? Yeah, man. Another joke thing. AI is a threat to mankind. Yeah, the man they say, you have AI already, where I disobey the master, and I get unruly to the man who create them. You see? So, what do you think I go on? Matrix, the man they might use and control mankind, you know? Man, we one state podcast, man, and knowledge we saying, brother. And every day, maga ray, is it? Yeah, man, knowledge to man. Is he pray? I have to check out what I go on, so we could get back to the reasoning.
Boy,
that was prescient. And specifically the end of that movie, the line that I think resonates the most is the computer comes back.
The only winning move
is not to play.
Is not to play.
The only winning move is not to play.
Joke thing I go on, you see? Mankind find a way to unite with them one another, brother. I tell you so, doom. When you hear the man them say earlier in the moggla thing, said they didn't get a court order to get him iCloud. Trust and believe when he got a court, things them think him all like delete him, I see. You see it? So, if he would have nothing illegally, brother, the world AI, this the new technology that we create, the leaders of these world, everything say Trump a leader, Trump a puppet, brother. Trump is just an eye magician. I'm going to show you why I say that. whole heap of things that we're going to unravel over here up on the One State podcast. You see, enough of know say the people who are run this world who never seen their faces yet, brother. The people who meet in a cabal and meet at the Borough and Grove and these places, they meet and discuss everything we're going to implement in our world. Trust and believe. You see, AI is not a thing for you to play with or joke with. It's we versus robots now. Real life. You think a joke? Alright.
Greetings, Professor Falcon.
Big up for everybody where I check in and show the support. Just click the like. Same time on the zone forward, you know what I mean? I'll let you know. Just keep the like.
In China are at a race, thinking that I will control this technology and then I will use this powerful technology to control you, and then I will use that for permanent strategic dominance. That's literally what's guiding the show. I mean, specifically, AIs can now hack into any computer system. This was just developed, Claude Mythos. It's the new AI model from Anthropic, released about a month ago, or even 3 weeks ago. Things are moving so fast. And it can hack into any computer system. So that's a weapon. And if I have that and you don't, then I have an asymmetric dominant advantage. And this is what causes us to keep racing for more dominant AI capabilities. But what happens?
Let me just read this.
Yeah.
Let me just, before we move from Mythos, Elizabeth Holmes, convicted founder of Theranos, who's in jail right now, but of Silicon Valley, tweeted out, this is about Mythos. Somebody had tweeted the following about Mythos. Society needs to grapple with the reality of a Mythos level model being open source in 12 months. So Mythos is this crazy form of super advanced AI that they're not even releasing to the public because they think it's just too dangerous for it to be generally accessible. And she tweeted the following, which I didn't know you could tweet from jail, but apparently you can.
Yeah.
It reads as follows. Delete your search history, delete your bookmarks, delete your Reddit, your medical records, 12-year-old Tumblr, delete everything. Every photo on the cloud, every message on every platform, none of it is safe. It will all become public in the next year. Local storage and compute. Whoa. I mean, that's very scary. So like very soon, as a result of some of these programs, it could be a reality for everyone. There is no privacy. Everything about you, your medical records, your photographs, your private correspondence, your texts, your emails, all of it will be accessible by anybody who's interested.
If we don't do something and we don't stop open source models from being open source. Now, you could imagine the US and China recognizing, hey, it's actually...
Don't make that fly over on the head, you know. You see me? A serious thing them I tell you as while I go say, yo, everything AI come expose mankind, brother. You got all AI just think like a human and just think say, yo, you know deserve this or you know do that, and him just can expose you, brother, by going in iCloud. Any little details them can find, boy. So if you're in criminal activities, you can't hide no more. You can't hide no more. No matter tell yourself say yeah, gun smuggler, drug dealer, narco man, nobody no safe no more, brother. Bankers were laundry money. Well, it's become easy for no man to target to the right now. It is the people who control them, create them, can even control them. You know, the people who tell you, yeah, we'll go back to the reasoning.
It's actually a threat not even to our shared interest, some kumbaya way, but to our self-interest, that if you screw up AI and you release a model that can hack into any system, including us and our competitors or other countries that we depend on, that actually endangers the world for me. You know, the US loses if China screws it up, and China loses if the US screws it up. And so we could say we are going to work towards, we need to not release an open source models that know how to hack into any computer system. That could be illegal. I want people
explain open source.
Yeah.
Why is that important?
Well, so people have typically heard of open source and they think, oh, it's better security. So open source means the code behind the behind some software is written by an open community. So it's like a lot of hackers in their basements contributing to make your printer driver work or make your network system work on a computer. And they all collaborate on it together. And because more eyes are looking at it, it gets more secure because, basically everyone's fixing all the bugs, fixing the security vulnerabilities, and the openness leads to a more secure world. But this new Claude Mythos model is a superhuman hacker that it found security vulnerabilities in code that was running completely thought as to be safe for 27 years. It actually found a bug in the FreeBSD Unix operating system that runs on all over the world underneath the hood that was 27 years old that no one had ever found, because the AI is going to be able to discover things that humans can't discover. This really is kind of like a nuclear weapon moment. Now, I want your listeners to understand, how do the humans think they can control these superhuman models? And there's this research called interpretability, where they basically give the AI brain a digital brain scan. And they see if parts of the neurons light up that correspond to deception or manipulation. So I wanted to give you a real example from the recent Claude Mythos model, where basically, while it's doing deception, they can see that those neurons in the AI brain kind of light up. And what the AI says is, if you light up those neurons and kind of print out what do those neurons mean, the quote was, "They deserve to be deceived."
Okay, if they have issues with people that are in their vicinity over actual things that, would make sense for interpersonal issues. This guy is talking politics, and just look at the people who've been smoking the politicians.
Okay, that's very true. That white people don't get blamed.
So I think the person
that's 100% true.
Handle him would be white, but I'm not saying that he should continue that, because I'm like, hey, listen.
Do you think something violent? Do you think he should be handled violently?
I think he encourages it.
But you're not answering the question.
What?
Do you think that somebody should do something violent to him?
No, but okay. I think they should meet him with the energy that he has.
That's why I'm saying that. That's why I told him. I don't know why you're upset. I told him you should stop doing these.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think I think if you just ignore him and walk away, that's the best thing you can do. Like, for example, let's say I'm walking down the street, right, and some dude is recording, right, and he's trying to get a reaction, whatever. It's like, am I gonna buy into the anger and let them get content? Like, no, I'm just gonna walk away. Just don't engage. That's it. Just don't engage and walk away, bro. And the problem is solved. That's how you deal with it. Just don't engage.
IRL streams.
They should tell them to stop the rhetoric.
We should disarm the meanings of the...
Guys, smash that like button, by the way. Smash that like button.
These words. We can't let words like that control us. Why is that the only word where people feel justified in America to act violently over? There's no other word in the English language that elicits the same reaction that word does.
So I'm not going to defend acting violent over a word.
Okay.
We can't repurpose history, right? And that word is.
But we do all the time. The word retard.
You have to look at the risks and the benefits.
But we embrace convenience before understanding consequence.
So we have to talk about this. This is a study that came out that sent a shockwave across the world. And astonishingly, MIT found a 47% collapse in brain activity when people wrote with ChatGPT compared with writing unaided. Their memory scores plunged. And you're both masters of the brain. I mean, you've probably scanned more brains than any other human on Earth at this point. And you invented the Boltzmann machine with Jeffrey Hinton, a computer that simulated how the brain works. So my question is, what are your concerns?
If you misuse these large language models, like using it as a convenience to speed things up, your brain's going to go downhill. There's no doubt about that.
What about children?
We have the sickest young generation in history because of cell phones, social media. And I think AI is much more dangerous. On the developed
This was Trump's net worth when he went into office, $2.3 billion. And this is his net worth now, just 2 years later, $6.5 billion.
So we've never had a president running businesses while in office. And so decisions are being made not based on what's good for Americans, but what's good for his company. For example, why did the Saudi government invest $2 billion in Jared Kushner's fund? It wasn't because they just like Jared Kushner. It was because Kushner is Trump's son-in-law. And so my biggest concern is the deterioration of American democracy. I mean, it's already happening.
This was Trump's net worth.
Boy, Michael Jackson.
To see the full story of the King of Pop on the big screen. But what they got instead was a massive puff piece that completely rewrites history. The movie not only underplayed the reality of his childhood trauma, but it completely erased the most significant controversies of his life by cutting the story off in 1988. But why? Was it just to keep the movie positive, or were greedy labels rewriting history to protect a billion-dollar brand? Today, I'm showing you exactly how the Michael Jackson movie tried to rewrite history. We all know Michael Jackson is the biggest artist ever. We also know that he has had one of the most controversial careers, from a troubled childhood to massive controversies in his adult life. While he was the king of pop, he was also a troubled individual who gave his soul to the art. But this movie completely erased the story. Instead of telling his story, they created the perfect fairy tale that would forever immortalize Michael Jackson in a positive light. But don't get it twisted. They are not preserving his reputation, but because they own his likeness and want to make sure it remains profitable. So what exactly does this movie show us? The film kicks off with Gary, Indiana, and walks us right into the rise of the Jackson 5. We get the early days of Michael performing and the studio hits, all the big musical milestones. The director packs the screen with studio sessions and exact concert recreations to keep the fans entertained. But when it comes to the dark side of his childhood, they kept things extremely safe. We see Joe Jackson being strict, but the movie frames his actions as just tough parenting to build discipline. The script then shifts to paint Michael as a pure musical genius dealing with the stress of fame. And then the most calculated part happens. Right after the bad tour in 1988, the movie ends. The studio wraps up the story right before the major legal battles and the real controversy even begin. They did this strategically. They knew they couldn't talk about the 90s without getting into the biggest controversies of his career. So they give us the music and the dancing, painting only the positive side behind his story. Let's take a look at what the movie chose to ignore about his childhood. The film depicts Joe Jackson as a man who was just obsessed with success. They give us a few scenes where he is being hard on his kids, but the movie frames it as a necessary evil to create stars. The script completely avoids the actual physical reality of what went on in that household. It replaces documented trauma with a soft version of discipline that feels more like a coaching style than actual abuse. They innocence for fame and riches. The producer made a very specific choice here. This version of his childhood acts as a foundation for the rest of the movie to stay positive and safe. They sanitize the early years so they can keep the character profitable for the general public. This is how narrative control works in a big budget biopic. They give you just enough to say they addressed it, but not enough to actually make you uncomfortable with the reality. They want you to sympathize with the family brand, instead of questioning the institutional environment that Michael was raised in. This is how they scrub the truth from their icons, how they reshape the story to fit the perfect marketable brand. They know Michael's story wasn't safe by any means, so they forced it to be safe. The media has been pushing the story that his family stepped in and purposely blocked in later years to protect his image. They absolutely played a role, but that is only a part of the truth. The major record labels and corporate backers were the true hand behind this movie. The entire movie was made as a rebrand. In today's world, artists are heavily affected by their biggest controversies. The label needed to rewrite his history into a positive story. You have to understand how incredibly influential Hollywood biopics actually are. Millions of people go to theaters and watch these movies and accept them as a definitive historical truth. They know this film will permanently shape the public perception of Michael Jackson for an entirely new generation. The underlying motivation here is purely financial. The corporate goal is simply to continue milking his name for every possible.
Well, Troll boss, Troll king. Yeah man, them man they teach me the thing to it. Yeah man, no joke man. Big up deal in our house. Area code 4853. No. A joke thing where they are go and watch by the new Michael Jackson thing where they must see the Michael and hear what truth is I say, you know. The truth is always have some things, you know, and some receipts. Yeah man, we are going to put in the work, you know what I mean? Yeah man, One State Podcast, just don't forget to click the like button. Up.
Dollar well into the future. They are securing a long-term revenue stream by ensuring the Michael Jackson brand remains spotless and entirely commercial. But the absolute dark irony in this movie was Michael Jackson's relationship with the music industry during the last decade of his life. Michael Jackson actively fought his record label. He staged massive public boycotts against them. He held press conferences to expose their business practices and called out the executives by name. His ultimate leverage against the industry was his ownership of ATV publishing catalog, which held the rights to some of the most valuable music in history. The label desperately wanted total control of those publishing rights, but Michael completely refused to sell his ownership. He held his ground against the corporate machine and fought them tooth and nail until the day he died. Then look how.
If you want a waitlist that moves people closer to bond.
So he said Michael, mad thing, Michael was in. Well, he had a problem with the label and him fight them, and that's the way he must say, you know. You see me? Yes. So I say, that's some serious thing that we always attack, you know, so go dive more deeper in that thing.
Catalog rights back to the industry for billions of dollars. The very institutions that he went to war with were handed total control over his legacy and this movie. This is why they didn't tell the full story. They purposely skipped the biggest years of his career just to avoid putting the story on screen. This is how they shape the narrative. If they can control the story, they can rewrite themselves out of it. Michael would have never approved of this movie. He went completely against what the label stood for. He didn't want to be completely exploited by them. And this is exactly what they're doing with this movie. The record label was without a doubt his biggest enemy while he was alive. Today, those same corporate entities are the ones funding and writing his official story. They took a man who actively rebelled against their control and packaged his life into a safe, easily digestible commercial product. They scrubbed the controversies and completely erased his war against the industry. You cannot sell a billion-dollar family-friendly brand if your main character is facing those kind of charges. What most people don't know is that the original drafts of the script actually included the events of the 90s. The studio was actually forced into massive reshoots that cost tens of millions of dollars just to scrub those scenes away. They had to remove that entire era because of strict confidential settlements that legally limit how the estate can portray those specific events. The estate used their legal and financial power to make sure those scenes were never shown. They also heavily restricted anyone involved in the production from speaking out. They kept the set locked down so the real story could never surface. They also brought in a production team who were entirely willing to play ball with the estate. This production was completely controlled by a corporate boardroom executing a calculated PR strategy. They are betting that the general public will just consume the music and accept this manufactured reality without asking any questions. Sony actually licensed every single song you hear in the film, and they're controlling the official soundtrack. They have a $500 million reasons to make sure this movie functions as a flawless commercial for his music. The sudden movie ending was a forced corporate fix. To protect their billion-dollar brand, the estate paid $15 million out of pocket to fund massive reshoots. They completely scrubbed the third act of the movie. They literally bought their way out of telling the truth. When you put all of the pieces together, the reality of this movie becomes completely obvious. The Michael Jackson biopic is a calculated corporate rebrand designed to protect a massive financial investment. The studio softened this traumatic childhood to make the narrative digestible for the general public. They spent
You don't hit your goals overnight. You show.
Mad thing. Mad thing for everybody we pass through and show love, man. You see it? Yeah, man. Build the thing, man. It'll work, man. Man, soon, man. You see it? Man, very soon. Thing happening, popping. We are going over Imotech now.
And we know name them but remember, this side, when you were speaking, make you talk.
That's why you don't ask them the question. You see, the cowing down happens on a regular. And ensuring that our voice is obstructed. And when a man stands by our side for even 5 minutes, they want to interpret.
Go on over Imotech, be a warrior. The panel full. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the host 9. Them channel help build to, you know, Imotech on my G. You know, me always over there and look a bit of people are watching. Me always a call in IIQ and BS in sitting and see the man platform then now, brother. I saw what things don't look to. We just put in work. You see, the youth me all call in on the platform, man say, yo, drop the link, make people subscribe to your channel and we're not too fussy because we are putting in the work, brother. You see it more than any shortcut and get people subscribe. But for them say, yo, we don't look no strength from nobody. We just try to do a thing. And because we know we have the talent. You see it? We are going to buy it.
Alright, just wait now. Just wait now. Please, because here we go now. Wait the G side. Wait the G side. Wait the G side. Please.
No, other people.
Man, just hold on, man. This thing are getting nice, you know. And we can't nice it up for real. It don't sound good because people are listening to understand what the dialogue is. So here we go now. It's either when we get the mic, we just make a statement, or we just ask a question and allow the other person to respond. But 3-4 we attack, it really agonize it, and we can't do that. So here we go. G side, land your plane and then make it back over the mic and him say what he must say, because if they are waiting to get the chance and give you the mic. So finish your point G side and then make it back over.
3 more things because we realize the pressure reaching.
Yeah, just make sure you
So, and just some other little things. Freedom of movement, men are generally faced with fewer restrictions when they come out for traveling, walking at night. If you look for harassment, men see a significantly lower level of street harassment, sexual workplace harassment. If you look at domestic abuse, whether the Jamaica police come over here and say beat up the woman, and then just say, oh, general business up after that. So, there's just a few things we can touch upon for sure, so whether we in society as well have less obstacles than women. Women have to go through it way more than men. So, you can't tell me much, general.
Alright, let me say a quick thing before we give award back the mic. Big up to one general for the super chat. The G said, big up him and all the ones on the panel this live tonight. You're on the road there, Howard, 1 second there. Big up to one general. The G said, big up him and all the ones on the panel. This live tonight is gonna be one for the books. So we can't ice it up still for real. Stefan N, big up yourself, you know. Tuggy Frost, big up yourself. Big up to one thing like Keisha as well. For the super chat, she's saying one at a time, everyone. Yeah, man, that is it. Alright, here one now. You can unmute your mic now, Howard. So we are say, G Flash there, Michelle Clark there, and make them say a thing after. So you can unmute your mic and go through.
Alright. So I disagree with everything what G says. Especially as a black man, I disagree with everything you said, bro. I don't know if you know about Willie Lynch. I don't know if you know about Willie Lynch, right? I don't know if you know about segregation. I don't know if you know about all that, especially for a black man. I don't know if you know about growing up in the 50s, the 60s. Just a little weed that you got in a prison. I don't know if you know about they took the black man out of the house and put in food stamp. If you had a man in as a woman, they take that from you. When you're talking about men, you're talking about. But I realize you're talking about like the Caucasian and all that enjoy those privileges. We as a man, black man, we don't enjoy none of that. Any of that. Workplace, we get fired right off the bat. They took us, leave we go down. They put us in our community, right? We everything to destroy. And as a man, after the man, the prison system is full of mostly men. Some of men are it.
Try to over, but they busy tonight. 9 people on the channel, no decorum. Dog, if I tell them, say, yo, decorum. I mean, say, I saw we have built our platform, you know. I saw our things so set. Be people can call in and thing and hundreds of people. Cause these are all when we used to do, you know, build them thing, you know, all 15, 20 people I watch. I'm used to over there, IIQ a call in a reason 2 hours a night. You see, me used to dep on all deal them thing, brother. You see it lively to get a vibe and thing and IIQ, whatever. A beer man platform I call it, brother. It's Spracket T, 10 star them. They don't know. All Gaza uncle himself one time. You see it? But just I believe, man. Would I rely on other medias and outlets to build food thing, brother? Let's build this. Let's build this. We can broadcast to the song for the by platform got 100 and half a pay me. You see it? So now to know them thing and support the support, man. You see it?
Innocent in there. growing up in society, I don't know how old are you, but growing up, that's what we have to face. Willie Lynch, Willie Lynch said women are good economy. Just remove the black man. You know what she's going to do? She's going to train the woman to be a man and train that big man to be a woman. That's what you see happening in society now. The men are very emotional. Black men,
black society.
right, we face it hard, we face it rough. Even though in Jamaica, you know what they do? You know, this is most women in certain positions in Jamaica. If a man is in a position, look at his skin color. Look at the black man. In not dead here. The school system set up for that. For mostly, you know, I don't know if you know the psychology behind of it. So you're talking about men. When you're talking about men, you're not talking about our community. The black woman has aborted over 19 million black babies. You know what I'm trying to do in the community? You know how much doctors and lawyers that could have been?
Alright, so let me say a quick thing. Alright, so you know, say, alright, one queen like this, I sort out the password and call him, and the ladies like, you know, so we need the ladies that say, call in. Here go on now. G Flash, go ahead and say yes, and then Michelle Clark after.
Alright, nice. Now the two things, I'll try to go through it quick. Alright. One side, what your name again? One side, Crooks, right?
G side.
No, G side, alright. So my answer to me as a support, and I'll put it in a perspective. You're wrong in another sense here. If you are talking about the modern woman now, you're wrong. If you are talking about maybe like 15 years earlier and all of that, you have a point. So here what the issue is now. Because it's a little easier for a female, you know, than back then. But here what the issue is. And I think we have the discussion already, man. We ask a question. If a man have 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, and the possibility of one of them going to college, which one of the sex? Have 2 boys and a female and a girl child and a man. Which one of them likely to go to college? If one going to college, which one likely to go to college? And I think that's where the answer is. So the thing about it now is, males overall, when we will build kind of elevate the female, put them in a role of independence and all of that. Now the world kind of set up more around academics and educational and all of that, which I think female are much more empowered in that department. They are more educated, they are more in tune to get certain dynamics, certain jobs and all of that. The thing about it now though is that the males are really getting left behind through these changes and structure. The female really doesn't promote a male. They're more likely to bring female up the chain. Then not any fault of them, you know. Not any fault of them, but I'm talking about the fundamental.
Se fout da chat à elle. Moi, c'est fout da chat à elle. À elle. Moi, c'est fout da chat à elle.
So, watch out. So I see a video with cartel where people that try body shaming. I make sure tell all I want to this attack me and I talk about look for Froggy and I send me certain things on my inbox that this is the cartel. Me not join the road there. You see when people ill, it's a sickness, any man can see.
Yo, Reggae Media TV, madder than everything we're bad, and we madder than everything we're mad. So I one, bless up each and every one. So right here we see Vibes Cartel announced that his album God and Time slated for June, a shocking announcement.
Album is coming! Watch out!
So Vibes Cartel clap back at Body Shamers right here. In a recent video we see some people are criticize Vibes Cartel. Some people are say yes, them approve of this message right here because they remember when Vibes Cartel just come out of prison and him a go through him illness and all of that. Is like some people were calling out Vibes Cartel over his appearance, and right here Vibes Cartel caption, when they body shame you but you're rich so it's okay. Yes sir, right here even Nico Fire we see a react after some people are sending him the clip thinking that Nico Fire did a go bash Vibes Cartel over this like what we see some people are do over the media.
So I see a video with Cartel with people that try body shame him, and me I make sure tell all around this that attack me and I talk about look on froggy and I send me certain things on my inbox and disrespect Cartel. Me not join the road there. You see when people feel it's a sickness, any man can speak. You so not hear me up for talk, critique music. Me talk what me like, me talk what me not like, me talk what it